Hello, friends. Not sure if I'm live. I know I'm really bright. So, let's see who's here. Wow, that's crazy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're here, please say hello. Let's see if I am live. Am I live? Am I live? Well, no. Sister, check. Hi, Carol. Whoa, look at that. Whoa. Whoa! Want some light? Whoa! Hi, Carol. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Just a little bit. Let's just do that. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Carol. Hello, Elaine. Good to see you, friends. Great to have you here. Is this the debut of the blonde hair? I think this is the debut of the blonde hair. Welcome, everybody. Woo! Whoa! 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 This is the debut of the blonde hair. So today is going to be a good day. It already has been a good day. So hopefully you're having a great day too. Welcome. Hello, Aaron. Hello, Aaron. Good to see you. All right. So let's wait a few minutes while people come in. We'll say a prayer. Hi, Marcy. Good to see you. Marcy inspired today. I'll tell you about that. Hello, Christine. Hello, California sunshine. That's right. All right. So we're going to say a prayer. And then we will get going. Good evening, Temple. All right. So we'll say a prayer so people can come in. Please give a thumbs up or you can share. All right. But before we do that, let's close our eyes. Let's take a big deep breath. Dear Mother, Father, God, Divine Source, Universe, all that is. We come here today with open hearts, open minds, and an open spirit. We allow today to be a time of love and support and guidance for everyone here. And we ask that as we share and relate today, that everything that transpires be a gift to the world, be a gift to ourselves, and be a gift back to love, God, and Source. Deep breath. Together we say, thank you very much, and so it is. Okay. So it is. All right, hi Ashley, good to see you, sweetie. All right, so as I said, you do have the option to share this on Facebook or wherever you want, because we would like to have more people here. For sure, and that's it. So, a programming note before we start. Hello, Hideko. Hideko. Hello, Casey. Oh my gosh, I love it. Good to see you. That there's a programming note. Usually, on my Monday nights here are Metaphysical Mondays, and Wednesday nights are A Course in Miracles. Obviously, it's Monday, and we're doing A Course in Miracles. So, hi, Lori. So we're doing that for a number of reasons. But here's the programming note. The next two Wednesdays, next two Wednesdays we're off. Sorry, I have to sneeze. Sorry. All right. Hello, Christine. 4-year anniversary. Okay. So next two Wednesdays. Next two Wednesdays. Thank you. I don't want to sneeze in here. We're off. I may replace them, but I'm not sure yet. Because I have other... Okay? All right. So, just so you know, and today I wanted to do A Course in Miracles rather than a metaphysical topic. And I woke up this morning. Now, the circles work. This is how law of attraction works. This is how everything works. Hello, Kendra. I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. and I was like, oh yeah, I've got to do my thing and everything. And I was like, I want to do Course in Miracles tonight. So I was like, okay, we're going to do Course in Miracles. And if you're new here, please say hi, I'm new. And I looked at what I wanted to do, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But I'm doing Course in Miracles. And then I'm scrolling through Instagram, and Marcy puts up this lesson And I was like, oh my God, that's one of my favorite lessons. And it's lesson 48. And she's on lesson 48, and it's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. It works. It was perfect. It inspired me, and so that's what we're doing. So everyone can thank Marcy and God and Source, right? So Marcy, thank you. So it's lesson 48. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. It's a very short lesson, but it's incredibly powerful. You know, good things come in small packages, right? That's why I'm only 5'7". Anyway, 5'6". I'm 5'6". I'm 5'6". All right. So, all right. Take a deep breath. Okay. All right. So, let me just say this for people watching the replay. If you don't know who I am, my name is Max Ryan. I'm a spiritual teacher, law of attraction trainer, and an intuitive. And what I do, everything that I do, is to help you to move in your life from an orientation of fear to an orientation of love. I have been a teacher and a student of A Course in Miracles for over 38 years. And it is my pleasure, it is my honor, it is really, I take this as sacred work to share the principles with you. And it's, if you don't know A Course in Miracles, if you're just jumping in here, A Course in Miracles is this book. It is not a religion. It is, I love that. I love that. So it's not a religion. People from all religions and no religions practice the principles of A Course in Miracles, right? And all of the principles of A Course in Miracles have one goal in mind, and it is true inner peace. When you have true inner peace, that's when everything falls in line with your life. That's when you're at one with yourself, at one with God, at one with others, and you flow. You flow through life. This is not a book, although I teach manifestation, this is not a book of how to get rich. This is a book on how to have inner peace, true inner peace. Okay? Because this is what I believe, and this is what's the truth. Most people are looking for this, looking for that, looking for the guy, looking for the money, looking for the thing, looking for that. Because what they really want under all of that stuff is they want to feel that freedom and that peace within. That openness and freedom within. Instead of feeling prisoner, instead of feeling stuck, instead of feeling fearful or guilty or, I was going to say sacrificial, or having sacrifice in your life. Okay, so give me a 1 or a thumbs up if you're ready to start reading. What we do here is I pick some topic in the course and I will talk about it, I'll ask some questions, and we're usually here for about 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, great. I see ones, I see yeses, I see ones. And welcome if you are new. Hello, Daylight. Great. All right. All right. Here we go. What I'm going to do with this lesson is, and this is not what I usually do, I'm going to read the whole thing. It's only 3 paragraphs. Look. It's only 3 paragraphs. You can see. It's only 3 paragraphs. You can see. It's okay. And those 3 paragraphs are packed and full. Packed and full. So I'm going to read them straight, then we'll break them. All right, here we go. Lesson 48. There is nothing to fear. I want you to just sit back and just listen to this while I'm here, okay? The idea for today simply states a fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions. But illusions are not facts. In truth, there is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize it for those who want illusions to be true. Today's practice periods may be very short, very simple, and very frequent. Merely repeat this idea as often as possible. You can use it with your eyes open at any time and in any situation. It is strongly recommended, however, that you take a minute or so whenever possible to close your eyes and repeat the idea slowly to yourself several times. It is particularly important that you use the idea immediately should anything disturb your peace of mind. Really listen to this point. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. The awareness that there is fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize as yet, you have remembered God. And let His strength take the place of your weakness. The instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. That's it. There is nothing to fear. As soon as the egoic mind that lives in the illusion hears this statement, there is nothing to fear, what does it want to do? It wants to defend. It wants to go, oh, well, there's war, and there's shootings, and there's killings, and people keep letting me down, and there is a lot to fear, a lot to fear. When you list all the stuff, that's exactly right, list all the stuff that you can say, I could fear this, I could fear myself, I could fear my mother, I could fear that people don't like me, I could fear that I'll never be successful, I could fear that I don't want to get in a plane because there might be a bomber, I could fear the government, I could fear a million things. So when the egoic mind hears there is nothing to fear, it immediately defends. And it will go through a list, as Sarah said. It will go through a list. This is the one thing I want to say very clearly, is that in the illusion, then you can create a lot of fear. You can create a lot of fear. And that's really important. Really important. So as he starts, the idea for today states a simple fact. It is not a fact to those who believe in illusions, but illusions are not facts. This is hard to get, it's hard to embody, and it's beyond words, it's beyond meaning. It's the beingness of who you are, the beingness of the truth of who you are. Without all of that stuff going on that the egoic mind is trying to convince you of, there's nothing to fear. In this moment, as you're looking at me and we're together, in this moment, right now, there's nothing to fear. Because as soon as you think about something to fear, it's either in the future or it's in the past. It is. It is. Because truly in this moment, you're totally free. You're totally free. In this moment. And then he goes, what about the next moment? What about that? What about that? What about that? And you have to be really good. You have to be good at understanding and seeing how the egoic mind is going to be like, well, what about next year? What about when I go on the trip? What about this? What about this? What about this? That's right. Perfect love casts out fear. That's exactly right. But there's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Nothing. In truth, there really is nothing to fear. It is very easy to recognize this, but it is very difficult to recognize it for those who want illusions to be true. Let's talk about wanting illusions to be true. Here's an illusion for you. Life is hard. And your ego is going to be like, well, my life sure has been hard. That's an illusion. That's a belief. Listen, let me stop right here really quickly. The ego has one job. The egoic mind, the ego, has one job. And that job is to make sure that you never, ever completely fall into your connection with God, with Source, with love. But it'll keep going, well, if you just are a little rich, or if you're just a little more spiritual, or if you're just a little more of this, and it keeps you in that place of like, I'm just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And that's what the ego does. Over and over and over and over and over. And what we do is we want that illusion to be true. We want the illusion that somehow, once I learn enough, or I'm spiritual enough, or I'm smart enough, or I'm pretty enough, I will finally get there. If you're honest with yourself in this moment, everybody, you will know that what I'm saying is true. It can be a variety of things. This is completely not talking about expansion and growth. Your self-value, the ego keeps your value very low. Your self-value is very low. And the ego will keep the value low. So that on some level, you know that if I just, and here's the key, this is this ego's line. If I just, that's believing that the illusion is true. But listen, once you're in your vibe, once you're in your flow, once you're connected, that's right, there is no there. That's exactly right. It's all here. It's all here. So your egoic mind is going to keep you thinking it's there, it's there, it's there, it's there. I just lost my thought. I was going to say something, but I forgot. So, if you're honest with yourself, you will say, oh, I can figure this out, and then I'll know what to do, and then, well, that's what I was going to say. There's a difference between being connected, being awake within yourself, and going, oh, I want to learn something. Ooh, I want to have this kind of relationship. Ooh, I want to have this kind of experience with money. Ooh, I want to... That's a very different thing than saying I need the money in order to be okay. Very different. Very different. Now let me say this before I move on. This is not called a course in I'm going to figure it out. Right? This is called a course in miracles. You are asked to be a miracle maker. You're asked to live miracles and be miracles and teach miracles. Not asked to teach people how to. Once you start to get this, what I'm talking about, your fear starts to go away. It starts to go away. You become really fearless. And so, if you believe that the illusions are true, this is very hard for you to get that there's nothing to fear. I'm afraid I'm not going to be successful. I'm afraid all that stuff. Right, everyone? Okay. So I'm not going to read the second paragraph. He just says how you're going to practice this for the day. And I will say this. He says it's frequent. Mantra through the day is there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to fear. And when some situation comes up where you're fearful, or you're feeling anxious, or you're feeling insane, or you're feeling lost, you just go, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to fear, there's nothing to fear, there is nothing to fear. But he also says in that second paragraph, it's highly recommended that you sit right down and you take a moment to slowly repeat to yourself, there is nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. There is nothing to physical family, you'll have a different experience internally. You'll have a different experience internally if you allow it. Allow it to be. We're on lesson 48 in the workbook. There is nothing different. Oh, it's my, there. Sorry, I have the fan on, it's very hot. For all you replay viewers, Christine just put in, she had a miracle today that she had no idea. It's not chapter 48, Kendra, it's lesson 48, just so you know. She had no idea how she was going to have her money for her registration, and then she ended up winning the exact amount of money. Bam! Very good. I love it. Is the sound better now? Is the sound better? I know there's been a sound issue, or is it this? No, it's not better? Shoot. That's okay, Kendra, it's okay. It's good? The sound is okay? I still hear static. Wasn't the fan. Is that better? Is that better? No, there's no computer fan. Is that better? I just put these in. Same. Hold on a second. Wow, squirrel. There you go. Squirrel. No, yes. Still bad. Same. Did these not connect? Okay, I'll just stop and start again. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop, and then I have to redo this whole thing and start again. I don't know. Let me try something, because that's gonna really be a lot of work. Is that better at all? Does that change anything? Did that change anything? Okay. All right. What was I talking about? Okay, what was I talking about? Oh, damn it. Darn it. Sorry. Okay. All right. What was I talking about? Okay. Everyone take a big deep breath. Hold on. I got to refocus here because now I'm off. If you know anything about me, you know squirrels don't help me. It sounds like a fan. It's not better? It sounds like a fan. I don't fear the white noise. So take this out. Wait, I don't understand. You're saying that it was better. It's not. Have mercy. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. The black mic works. Okay. But someone said it sounded like... Anyway, okay. All right, take a big deep breath with me. All right, let's go back. All right, we didn't even get to the good stuff. Thank you, Jesus. We didn't even get to the good stuff yet. Oh my God, we're already done. Oh gosh, okay, well, hold on. Okay, there is nothing to hear. There is nothing to hear. There's nothing to fear. Squirrel, what? Huh? What? All right. If that's the case, I'm so hot. I have to have my fan on. I'm sorry. It's really hot. Hold on. Okay, this is it. That's it. Okay, let's go. Getting it together. Nothing to hear, nothing to fear, nothing to hear, nothing to fear. All right. What I was saying is that in the second paragraph, he's saying use this as much as possible whenever you're fearful, whenever you're insane, whenever you're not. It's, you know what? Just say it. Just say it. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Okay? Now we're going to get to the good stuff. Here's the good stuff. The third paragraph is really good. I almost have it memorized because it's one of my favorite things in the world. And I would suggest that you memorize at least this first line. This first line says, the presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. I'm going to say it again. The presence of fear is a sure sign that you are trusting in your own strength. There's so much to be said about this line. Because if you're honest with yourself, every time that you have fear, every time that you have fear, it means that you're separated from Source, from God, from love. So every time you have fear of anything, it means you're trying to do God's job. Take a deep breath. So every time that you're like, I don't know about my finances. I don't know if my son is going to get better. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of this cancer. I don't know. Just daily fears. Little fears to big fears. It means you're trying to take God's job. So stop doing that. Trust. Now listen to this. The awareness that there is nothing to fear shows that somewhere in your mind, though not necessarily in a place you recognize it as yet, you have remembered God and let His strength take the place of your weakness. I'm going to say that again. So if you have fear, it means you're trying to depend on your own strength. But when you realize that there is nothing to fear, he's saying that somewhere in your mind, you might not even know it yet, but somewhere in your mind, you have decided and recognized that you have remembered God is your strength more than your weakness. Take a deep breath. God has your back. Lori's favorite saying. Hashtag God has your back. Because let's come back to what we talked about. The ego wants to keep you always reaching, always searching, always reaching, always searching, always trying to figure out, always making complicated, and you never get there. And you never get there. You're not going to get there. You're not going to get to that peaceful place that the ego is trying to tell you. So when you really realize that there's nothing to fear, it actually means you're surrendering. You are trusting. You have, as Elsa would say, you've let it go to a higher power. A power that forms worlds, that brings flowers into gardens, that puts bodies together, that makes the wind, that makes the sun, that puts everything together. You're stepping back and you're allowing that energy that puts together worlds to start to lead you instead of you trying to do what you think is better. What you think is better. Sorry, I'm just going to look at this. Aaron, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. The ego wants to control everything. Like the lilies in the field, toil not. That's exactly right. That's exactly right, Christine. Good reference. Good reference. The instant you are willing to do this, the instant you are willing to do this, there is indeed nothing to fear. In this moment, you can have a miracle. In this moment, you can have a miracle. And a miracle is a shift in your perception. And that shift in your perception is, oh my God, I don't have to do it. That's why, what does it say in the Bible? Put God first in all things, and everything else will fall in place. That's a paraphrase. Put that first always, and you'll have nothing to fear. Because you walk through the world knowing that it doesn't matter what happens. Because it's all working out perfectly. If you don't put your spoon in the pot and stop messing it up and messing it up. That's right. God first, God first, God first, God first. And when God first is your life, you're fearless. You are fearless. You're fearless, you're fearless, you're fearless. That's right. I'll be happy when, I'll be peaceful when, this will happen when. But it's not going to happen. Your ego does make you forget, but your job is to stay awake. But it doesn't matter if you fall asleep, you can wake up in the moment. The ego is going to be like, well, you got to be a Zen master, and you have to be an enlightened being. No, you don't. You're a human being. So you screw up and you fall asleep, and you're like, oh shit, I was really scared. And then you go, oh yeah, I could have a miracle. Right now. Let all that shit go. And right now, in this moment, there is nothing to fear. And the truth, as you look in my eyes right now, no matter if you're looking on the replay or whatever, there is nothing to fear in this moment. In this moment. And there's only this moment, and from A Course in Miracles point of view, that's called the holy instant. The holy instant. And in this moment, everything is honky-dory. It really is. That's right. Thank you, Casey, for saying that. That's exactly right. I mean, I'm going to say that. Jesus said to him, if you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes. Very good. Thank you so much. That's exactly it. Face everything and rise. That's so beautiful, Carol. I love that. Face it. Right now, miracles only happen right now. They're not going to happen in the future. They're not going to happen in the past. Hi, Kostov. They only happen in the present moment. That's it. In the holy instant, that's when the miracle happens. Good. Right now, you can have a miracle. Right now, you could have the biggest shift in your mind and in your thinking than you've ever had in your life. And your whole life from this moment can be different because there's nothing to fear. Good out of me. Take a deep breath. Good. All right, friends. Good. Holy instant. All right. Say yes, or put a thumbs up or a 1 if you feel like something opened up within you during our talk today. Besides understanding about the microphone. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Great. I love it. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yes, 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 yes. Good. Well, thank you so much for being here, everyone. I really appreciate it. I hope that any of the work that I do helps you in any way. Once again, programming note is that we won't be here on Wednesday night. For 2 Wednesdays, we won't, but I'll let you know about if I'm going to make up the Wednesdays. Yeah, and if you find anything that I do of value to you and you would like to become a patron of mine, then you can go to the link in on the description here. You can become a patron of mine. I'm also November. Thank you, Randy. November, I'm announcing a new class. Well, actually, it's a revamped version of a class. So November, I'm going to be doing a 4-week intensive, a 4-week intensive. It's a meditation intensive. So I will let you know more about that. But yeah, you can make a donation. You can become a patron. And a lot of you are students of mine, which I love you all. I love you all. So does anyone have any questions or comments about A Course in Miracles or about There's Nothing to Fear before we wrap up? Any comments or questions about this? Aaron, look in the Facebook group. I put something in there today. Any comments or questions about A Course in Miracles or Nothing to Fear? No? Okay. All right. I love you so much, everyone. Have an incredible rest of your night. Remember, tonight could be the best night of your life. And that's the truth. All right. I'll talk to you really soon. I'll be on Periscope tomorrow morning. Okay. You're welcome. Bye, everybody. Great to see you, Casey. Bye, everybody. Love you.